This is Joyce Kufor. She's an immigrant to the U.S. from Ghana by way of England. And if you'd like to say a little about yourself.
Yes. Hello, my name is Joyce Kufor. I have been in America for about 30 years. Married with my husband. We have 4 children. And my husband has been here longer, about
40 years.
He's been here about 40 years and about 30 years for me. And so far, so good. So we're here.
So, did you guys know each other in Ghana at all before either of you left?
Not really. We did not know each other. However, we, after we married or before we married, we realized that we're both from the same village.
Oh, really?
Yes, from the same village. So his ancestors and my ancestors are kind of, in Africa, whenever you're from the same village, you seem to be related some kind of way, because people go to settle and then they become a family that way. But we didn't know each other in Ghana, but after we got married, we realized that we had the same family members. We're kind of related in a kind of long distance.
Yeah, way. like much further back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So so his people are my people. And,
so, what would you say is like the weirdest thing that only like Americans or like only English people do that was like just kind of like took you aback? I'm sorry then. Repeat that question. Like any like particular like thing that like you notice like only Americans really do, or like like something that seemed like kind of strange to you at first, but like I think the biggest thing that it was strange to me first was about maybe dating. In Africa, our culture, for instance, we can there used to be some form of arranged marriages long ago, but even now there are still some that exist. We don't date for years and years before marrying. Yeah, before marrying. If you meet a man and they'll say, "I'd like to marry you," before you even start dating. But in America, it's different. You date before, you know. Yeah. So that was kind of strange to me. And so what's the thing that you like kind of had back in Ghana that you miss the most? The tightness of the family structure. That is what I miss the most. In Ghana, we some families still live in communal homes. Usually, the richest person in a family will build a big, home with maybe as many as 20 rooms, and it is divided amongst the family members. So under one roof, you'll have maybe 10 generations of families living there, and it's one big family. So the family does not just consist of the mom, dad, and like the whole family. Yes, it's the whole family. And if you happen to live in a village, usually it is the whole village. That's how the family structure Yes, and I miss that over there. So,
Yeah, it's a lot like closer and with
yes,
everyone. And
yes, everyone is a family. Everyone is a sister, a cousin, auntie, uncle. So I miss that.
so, what before you came to America or England, were there any other countries that you were like heavily thinking about moving to that like you ended up not going to?
No, the Ghanaians in particular, we tend to move to England. I think England is the stepping stone because back in the 50s and the 60s, the Ghanaians or most Africans can travel freely to England to go to school or to work. And Ghana is a part of the Commonwealth country, so you didn't need a visa. You can just...
You can just go straight to England.
Exactly. So
Okay.
England was a stepping stone. And so we're like, oh, we'll go to England and then...
So a lot of times you just go to England and then maybe stay there, just go there with the intention of going somewhere else.
Yes, maybe with the intention of coming to the States or going, somewhere else.
So did you think you were going to stay in England when you first got there, or did you think you were going to leave?
Yes, when I got there, my mom and dad were already there. And as an 18-year-old, I didn't even know anywhere beyond England. So, I didn't even know about America. I learned about America in school, but it seemed like a far-off place that wasn't even possible to travel to. Yeah, so England was a place that every African choose to travel to. So it was the place that I wanted to go to.
Okay.
I did, yeah.
So how would you describe America to someone in Ghana who's like never set foot outside of Ghana?
Awesome. Of course, America is, I think, the best country in the world. I think most foreigners these days, because of the internet, has made the world kind of smaller. People see the American life, and it's compared to the life elsewhere, it is like heaven on earth. And so people see, and it's just 1,000 times better than life in Africa. But also you have to work hard, and you have to know exactly what you want or you're working towards, and you can make it. But the people in Ghana, I think they don't realize that how lonely or how stressful life in America can be. They just see,
the success of people before them.
Exactly, and so it seems easy for them to think that we're living here in riches and not even working hard. For some reason, I think the perception is that the government takes care of everybody. There is no poverty in America, so that it makes it hard for them to see the reality of it. But the reality also is that life here is 1,000 times better than life in Ghana. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how do you think your life would be if you had never left Ghana? Like, I guess, like, kind of how do you think things would have played out?
Yes, I think
there's maybe two sides to the story. I think if I'd never left Ghana, um, it, you don't miss what you never had. So I probably wouldn't have missed having a nice home, a nice car, nice schools, a job. If I didn't have that in Ghana and I didn't realize that you could have it elsewhere,
You wouldn't really know what you were missing.
yes, I really wouldn't know that I'm missing. But since the age of internet and Facebook, if I, turned on Facebook and I realized that, oh, there's a life like this elsewhere, then I would be wondering, how is it that I don't have this life? But at the same time, life in Ghana is a struggle, but at the same time, when it comes to the family structure, you're never alone.
So you have more support.
Yes, you have more support family-wise. Things like depression I didn't even know what depression was when I was in Ghana. You're always amongst your people. You're never alone in a house. There's always other people. There's always people to talk to. So in that sense, it is richer. But on the other side of the coin, medical medical situations, if you're sick, you can easily, die of something as minor as maybe a cold or pneumonia or
like just the flu or something like
exactly, yes, and so it's there's always the good and the not so good.
Yeah. So what was the hardest part, like, I guess, like, legally moving to America? Because I know it's obviously not an easy process.
Yes, it's not easy, but you have to be here legally. Of course, you have to come with a visa as not as an immigrant. It's hard to come here as an immigrant with an immigrant's visa straight out of anywhere. So you come maybe as a tourist. You come as a tourist. You're usually given about 6 months stay, and so they give you 6 months. And if you like to work, sometimes you apply to work. Of course, they will ask you, why do you want to work? And sometimes you're given a permit to work. And then you can usually renew your visa up to about 2 years. And after the 2 years, then you will be, maybe within the 2 years, if you found somebody and you married, maybe if the person is a citizen, then you can be legally, can be a legal citizen. But other than that, maybe you have to go to school, to university, and you get your visa to stay as a student. And maybe after you graduate, you get a job, and your job can apply for immigrant's visa for you.
So, how long were you here before you became a citizen?
Citizen. With me, Asenso, we I came here as his fiance. He married me in England, so um, I got yeah he I came here as his fiance. We did a traditional marriage in England. I was his wife, but legally we had not married in a court system, so I was still his fiance. So he had been here longer, so he had his immigrant's visa through.
I was a citizen.
Yeah, he was a citizen at the time. He went to college. He got his citizenship through his employer, and so uh, he invited me over as a fiance. So once you come as a fiance, I think you are given about 90 days to marry and become a legal citizen. So I came here, we got married within maybe 1 month, within 90 days, and I applied for my legal, you have to have a green card, have to have a green card, so I applied for my green card, and I got that within maybe 3 months, and after 3 years, since we were still married, I was eligible to become a citizen, to apply for citizenship. So I applied for citizenship and I was granted. So from start to finish, if you come here legally and you marry your husband and he's a citizen, from start to finish, I would say about 3 to 5 years, you can become a citizen.
So, what year was that when you got your citizen granted?
It's about, I came here in 87, 88, 89, I think maybe 92, less than that. I was here 87, 88, 89, 90. I think between 1990 and 91, I got my citizenship.
Okay.
Yeah, but prior to that, I had my green card. You have to have a green card before you can have a citizenship. So I had my green card to work, and so that I became.
So the green card just allows you to like work and like live in the U.S. for like a period of time, right?
Yes, the
Okay.
green card. Yeah, it allows you to work.
It's kind of
stay
like
here.
so it's kind of like a step up from a work visa then.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the green card is a step up from the green card. You can stay here indefinitely, but the work visa, it can be revoked at
Yeah.
any time, so the green card is like a permanent status. But at the same time, if you commit a crime,
You can you can be gone.
you can be deported after you've served your time. But if you become a citizen, then you're a citizen. You can stay.
Yeah. Okay. So, what would you say is like an experience in America that you had like that really like stood out, I guess, like early on?
Early on. When I first got here, I immediately realized that the Americans were friendlier. I lived in England, and the English people are not friendly at all, but Americans are friendlier, they are generous, and they're more hospitable.
Hospital.
Yeah, towards immigrants. Though the climate these days does not support that, but before this new administration, it was totally different. Americans welcomed immigrants, and they still do. they still welcome immigrants, but it's, but I think now it is different, but it is still good. It is still.
So, did you, when you moved to America, did you move like straight to Georgia
Yes.
from England?
Yes, from
Okay.
England, I straight to Georgia.
Okay.
But Asenso, when he moved from Ghana, he was in West Virginia. He attended West Virginia State College, and then he moved to Georgia. So I moved straight to Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and this is the last question. What would you say like now is like home to you?
Home to me now is America because I've spent more time here than I did in Ghana. I left Ghana at 18 and I've been here 30 years. And I know more people here in America than I actually know.
No, back there.
But yes, and so the times that I've been to Ghana, I felt like it was like the tables were turned. I felt like a stranger or a foreigner in my own country, in Ghana, and so it's strange, but America feels more home to me than Ghana. Yeah, so it is strange. It's strange. You would think that since I was born there,
Yeah.
I would have more attachment over there, but it's different. Yeah, it's different. So now home is here. It's America, but I think every African's dream is to go back home to Africa to retire, to live out their last days, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So I think America has become home to me and my family.
Awesome.
Yeah.